No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Fighting!
Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Blue corner.
You chose the right station. Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Weighing in at a slim trio 195 pounds. Hail from Memphis, Tennessee. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Stand to your feet and acknowledge him, the Black Nature Boy. Cowboy Nation.
Yes, sir. One more time for the people in the back of that thing.
Nation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all been? How y'all been, man? Happy New Year to y'all. Can you dig it? Welcome to Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. I'm your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. And Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation is brought to you by Snap Pick Productions. Right? We have a YouTube channel, Mr. Cowboy Nation. IG is _ Mr. Cowboy Nation _ Of course, this page, Jerome, Mr. Cowboy Nation McNeary. Also, page solely dedicated to the show. Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Any of those, anyone you choose, right? So you any of those will keep you up with the show, keep you up with all things football, right? So hell, like and subscribe on all of them. Yeah, that'd be great. But nah, really, any one of them though. Any one of them, we cool, right? So you want to keep up with the show, that's the best way to do it. Take your pick. All right, so Cash App donations. You'll see my producer drop the Cash App tag down here on the front of the desk. We're not asking for a specific amount, whatever's on your heart. It's totally appreciated and it is needed, right? So we are available on all major platforms. My personal favorite being Spotify. Can you dig it? So when you go on Spotify and you're looking for us, right? You search Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. That Mr. Cowboy with Mr. Cowboy Nation is very important. Let me tell you why. There's a lot of Let's Talk Footballs, but there's only one Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. Can you dig that? All right, let me quit playing, man. Y'all been gone. Well, I've been gone. I've been out the way, right? Like I said, I've been with my family for the holidays and everything. So back to the grind and back to get y'all who y'all came to see this evening. Let's get it. Yeah, Petty Pendergrass. It's in the bill. Let's go, man. All right, so Let's Talk Football. The first episode of the new year 2024, right? Can you dig it? We have made history already. First episode of 2024. We got an old lineman. I don't remember ever bringing an old lineman over. Anywho, Roger Rosengarten. Yeah, I think this is. Come on down here. Now I know you probably asking, Mr. Cowboy Nation, who the hell is Roger Rosengarten? Okay, Roger Rosengarten. I got you, cuz. Roger Rosengarten is the right tackle for the Washington Huskies, right? He should be arrested for impersonating a right tackle. He was more like a human turnstile. Can you dig it? Boy couldn't block the sun out his eyes. I'm talking about couldn't block nobody. Just lined up and took turns beating him. They beat him with speed. They beat him with power. They beat him with technique. He just didn't look strong in no area of the game. He was a revolving door. He was the sole reason that the Washington offense struggled. Right? Whenever they got a big play downfield, it's a flag on the field because number 73 held because he got his behind whooped at the line, or Penix is flat getting hit because number 73 got his behind whipped again. Just terrible. What's your name again, boy? Roger Rose. Just terrible, Roger. Terrible. Terrible. Come on down here. Come on down here in front of the congregation. No, you can't block nothing. I'm talking about real revolving door. All right, next. I see you, Joe. I'm finna get with you in a minute, E-Kush. I'm gonna holler at you too, Joe. Next I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars started out 8-3, right? 8-3. You know, look, was in my top 5 power rankings numerous weeks, looking like they were gonna really take the next step, make a deep playoff run, right? Get to week 18. All you have to do, Jacksonville, is beat them. What's Tennessee's record? 4-12. 4-12. Let me look at it. Let me look it up. If anybody know Tennessee record, y'all put it here before week 18. We're not gonna. It was 5. I'm saying that, but that game made it 5, right? So 5-12. So 4-12 Tennessee. All you gotta do, Jacksonville, beat the 4-12 Tennessee Titans. You punch your ticket in the playoffs. Easy as pie, right? Wrong. Hey, let Derrick Henry go for $150. Trevor Lawrence went straight Jameis Winston, right? They threw a little over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Just couldn't, straight Jameis Winston, right? Just couldn't help it all. Just terrible. Oh my, Trevor Lawrence. Oh my. All right, so speaking of blowing big opportunities on week 18, right? Y'all know I be getting that feeling right here. I be getting that warm feeling. Yeah, Philly, come on down here and see me, Philly. Philly. All right, E-Kush, my boy E-Kush asked me where I've been. All right, so Christmas and New Year's, I get real tied up with my family. It'd be hard for me to get here to the studio, right? I had family in town. Then my producer's with his family as well. So it's just our schedules just kind of never quite seem to, I can't get in the studio, right? So that's why I've been, E-Kush. So holidays, I've been tied up with the family. But this is a question I got, E-Kush. How I been gone for 2 weeks and y'all still suck, Philly? Like, y'all were trash before I took the little 2 weeks off to be with my family. I come back and y'all still trash. What? Y'all the Giants, y'all should have been swept by the Redskins. Y'all should have been swept by the Giants. You let Arizona beat the brakes off you. Tampa probably finna beat the brakes off. Just all, and what we tell you, Philly? What we telling y'all? That 10-1 ain't real. Y'all slick sorry. Ain't no slick. I would call y'all sorry. I say y'all sorry, Philly. Y'all sorry. It's 10 y'all the worst 10-1 team we have ever seen. The wheels on that wagon are very unstable. They look like they're gonna come off in the Sunday. Right? That's what we kept telling you, Philip. Nah, man, y'all just hate. We finna go back to back with NFC. Yeah, okay, how this working out? The first thing I want to say, the Jets did it like back in 90, 80 or something, 1980, 1990, like mid to late 80s. First team to start off 10-1 and now win the division. Like since way back then. Only the Eagles, man. Only the Eagles. I'm sorry, I take 2 weeks off, man, to catch up with my family and come back and y'all still sorry. How y'all still sorry after 2 weeks, man? My boy Joe said he want the Rams to win because I want the Eagles in Dallas. Well, I think the Rams going to win, Joe. You still ain't going to get the Eagles in Dallas because they ain't going to get past Tampa. You going to get Baker Mayfield in Dallas. Well, the Eagles are trash. Oh, boy, he could say, I think the Rams I think the Rams and Tampa are both going to win. Exactly. Who picking the Packers? Now who's the one that's a hater? They couldn't even beat them with Mike Vrabel having. Mike Vrabel's on his way out the door. Had his bag packed. Had his bag packed, right? All right, so Tampa by 10. Eagles a hot mess right now. Eagles a hot mess, man. So, yeah, we'll get into the game picks a little later. All right, so, Philly, come on down here, man. y'all can get that beat up wagon out here with no wheels on it. Y'all are trash. I kept telling y'all sorry. I said, Philly, y'all sorry, man. Don't get your hopes up, because y'all sorry as hell. Everybody saw this coming. All right, so let's get a word in from my sponsor. I get myself back together. I'll be right back.
Introducing SnapX Podcast Network. Give your voice a platform through podcasting. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or already have one, let us help you. Contact us when you're ready at www.snapxpodcast.com. That's www.snapxpodcast.com. The SnapX Podcast Network.
All right, everybody. My boy Joe said, sorry, guys, I was on a different podcast. I thought I was still there. My comments were meant for another podcast. Okay. All right, ain't no problem, Joe. All right, so let's go over this week's Did You See That Moment? This week's Did You See That Moment comes from the Giants and Eagles game. Let's go check that out.
Straight 3 and out. This is a 3rd and 8 for Philly.
3rd and 8 for Philly. Jalen drops back.
Loads
he
it
got
up.
a man deep.
Taking a deep shot. Terrific defensive play, McKinney, but he was out of bounds.
In this case, he hasn't been properly introduced.
The white as he was
He is
leaning
Jalen Hurts,
forward.
the king
Gene
of
Steratore
the
is watching these replays along with us.
Yeah, remember the call
The
on the field
interception
was
king strikes
incomplete.
again.
Hey, Gene, what'd you see?
It was, guys, but I tell you what, I think it's an amazing play by Xavier McKinney.
Ooh.
I saw a slice of green there, guys, between that right toe and the
Yeah,
out of
that's a
bounds,
pick.
and we can see him dot the I.
Hey, that's a pick, Jalen. Yeah, that's a pick. Yeah, Jalen, you are the interception king this year, buddy. Mm-hmm. It's funny how don't nobody want to talk about interception. Ain't that funny how they worked out? But anywho. Let me get that ball. Give me some game balls out. Ooh. Well, my boy, you could say, I knew it was just a matter of time before Philly fell apart. They never fooled us. We knew that. We knew that was fake, man. We knew that was a lie. We were telling them the whole time that we were like, man, y'all need to chill out. Y'all probably want to humble yourself. that 10-1 record, y'all not a 10-1 team. Y'all really more like a 6-5 team, but you couldn't tell them nothing. Anywho, give a couple game balls out. Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards of the national champion Michigan Wolverines. We'll get we'll get to them. We'll get to hardball here later on. My dog CeeDee Lamb, right? Chris Henry getting in the building, Night Owl Cowboys. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. NFC champs, NFC East champs in the building. Yeah, congratulations, Cowboy Nation. All my Cowboy fans here. Congratulations on your recent NFC East title that they said we weren't gonna win. I love it. All right, so my dog CeeDee Lamb, right? CeeDee Lamb, 13 targets, 13 catches. Did you hear what I said? 13 targets, 13 catches, 98 yards, 2 tubs, right? You know what I'm saying? So I see you cuz go blue. Yeah, 13 targets. That's some D-Hop stuff right there. Didn't drop nothing. Boy, it's amazing what happens when the receiver actually catches the ball. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. Nico Collins from the Houston Texans, 195 yards receiving. The aforementioned Xavier McKinney. Thank you so much, Xavier, for the 2 picks. We loved it. Thank you. Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers, 316 yards, 2 tubs. And Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers, 112 yards and 1 TD. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers Nation, I told y'all leave Mike Tomlin alone, didn't I? Y'all had that man bag packed. You probably still gonna get fired. And it got y'all to the playoffs with Mason Rudolph, of all people, as your quarterback. If that shouldn't buy him another year, I don't know what the hell should. But anywho, why am I shooting these people out? DJ, if hit that beat for your boy, man.
He can't see my eyes unless my head is bent. You dig?
All right, Tavis Base here, Keystone. Keystone sleep in the building. What it do? Let's see what y'all got in this conversation, man. Y'all lie. My boy Joe said he was fighting with the Eagle podcast on his other. The Eagles can't fight nothing, man. They can't fight a little kid right now, can they? Yeah, them boy can't beat the egg, man. Don't waste your time with a loser, Joe. Don't waste your time with a loser, Joe, man. Hey, come on over here with the NFC champ. Well, boy, he could said they said they were going to be lucky to finish third, man. We was going to be lucky to finish third. Wow. But anywho, all right, so let's get into the question of the day. The question of the day, for those of you I got in here, the question of the day, feel free to type your answer in the comment section. You know, with my boy Joe and E. Kush and Tavis and Chris and Knight, you know, all my fam in the comments. And be free to type your answer when I ask y'all this, okay? I want to know. I don't know am I the only one that's seeing this. So the question of the day is, are the Philadelphia Eagles done? Are the Philadelphia Eagles done? Is that eagle cooked? Can we pull it out the oven? Can we stick a fork in it, right? Can we carve it up and go and start serving it off to people? Is the eagle fully cooked now, right? Because it's been in the oven for the last couple weeks. So is the eagle fully cooked, y'all? Can we go and pull that eagle out the oven and put a fork in it? Or y'all want to let Baker put a fork in it? My boy, hey, D. Jones in here, that's what's up. He said, Eagles done. One and done. Bucks by 7. That's all? Dude, Darius. Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans going to have a day. I don't know why I'm feeling like this, Darius. I think Mike Evans going to have a day. Baker Mayfield going to look a little better than what he really is, right? Oh, man. Yeah, so I think Mike Evans going to have a day on him, man. I really do. I think they're going to win by more than 7. I honestly believe that. My boy Chris said Eagles so dumb cause see they basically had the same. Yeah, I know, right? Hell yeah, burning the oven. Joe said I'm burning the oven. I'm overcooking. So I said should have been pulled them boys out. Hey Renata, hey baby girl, how you doing? My boy Dame said they over like 2023. Out of here. Oh man. Yeah, my boy Tavis said they believe the ESPN narrative. Yeah, back that was eating it up, wasn't it? Had them that idiot Shady on Fox Sports one time about how had the Eagles flag. I'm talking about really had these folks thinking the Eagles was like, dude, we see you, right? Like we see the games. Like all the reason y'all winning is because y'all going to Miami and not getting one flag thrown on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. As soon as that makes y'all start playing ball, y'all start getting smashed. As soon as they stop hipping, y'all start getting smashed. My boy Chris said they're under tender, but done nonetheless. He said they done. They're a little tender, but they done. 7, including one of ours. Yeah, exactly. Baby girl, so you still at work? This was how long you got, baby girl? Eagles been in the oven since Thanksgiving. Since San Fran really did it to them. San Fran really, and I'm gonna say this. This is the difference between us and them right here. This is the difference between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Both of us got smashed by San Fran, right? Both of us. But you saw one team said, damn, we really is not as good as we thought we were. We need to look at ourselves and get better. While the other team folded, just crumbled. The other team just crumbled, right? Wheels fell off, a lot of finger pointing, right? It just imploded, right? So shout out to the Cowboys for taking that one on the chin and looking at themselves and bouncing back, right? So ever since that San Fran game, to me, looking back on the hindsight, because week 5, the night of week 5, I was ready to get Dak out of Dallas. Yeah, I was ready to run Dak clean out of Dallas. Y'all could have got Dak for cheap for me, week 5. Right? But I will say this. Whatever happened in that building, I mean, they came after week 5. They've been on a mission, right? So, and that's why I keep talking about the rematch. San Fran, y'all the Dragon. We got to slay the Dragon, San Fran, right? So, I think Dak's really motivated to see them again. My boy Kush said they got spoon-fed all season. They got spoon-fed and babysat. They should have lost a lot more games than they did. Preach. Eagles last 5 games. He said they 1-5. So my last 6 games 1-5. You notice the spoon-fed win stopped as soon as Goodell voted his displeasure with the tush push. Yep. Well, I got another theory too, right? E-Kush. So hear me out, E-Kush. Hear me out. So, you know, the running joke is that it is scripted, right? That the season is scripted. So, this is my theory. With Philly hopping out to a 10-1 and kind of faltering down the stretch, it made the Cowboys, we couldn't afford to rest starters, right? And if you notice, week 18 was big as far as the TV ratings. There was a lot of seeding going on in that 3 o'clock slot in week 18, right? So you remember they've been trying to combat sitting players and sitting starters in week 18. So with teams like Baltimore and San Fran, you couldn't really avoid it. They had number 1 seeds locked up. But everybody else pretty much outside of Cleveland, because they wasn't going nowhere. They was locked in the 5. But everybody else pretty much had to play their starters and fight week 18. So, you know, I think it was a brilliant job by the puppet masters, right? Dallas kind of stayed in striking distance of Philly the whole time. Then the wheels fell off of Philly. Dallas kept, was able to get it done. But if you notice, when Dallas lost the 2 games against Buffalo and Miami, you notice the AFC kind of made a run on the NFC. You remember Lamar had a win over Purdy. Tua and Josh Allen had a win over Dak, right? So if you just notice, Burrow's hurt, Sean Watson out. So a lot of the top quarterbacks in the AFC, Mahomes not looking well. So the few decent QBs they had in the AFC, they had to get them in the playoffs, right? And they need the wins to get in. So I just, I think it was kind of orchestrated that way to kind of make week 18 watchable, right? Because if you put the Philly game at 12 o'clock, Cowboys probably sit a couple of people because the Giants spanking them. So the Cowboys may sit a couple of people, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just watched a lot of stuff like that, and it just seemed a little iffy, a little funny to me that, since Philly jumped out to such a big lead, the Cowboys had to win every game coming down the stretch. And no, you couldn't send people in Washington, and they've been trying to keep that from happening for years now. So you're gonna see a lot of that. The kind of QB Hurts is never built for the long run. Very hard to keep that pace. Yeah. It's scripted when the Cowboys win. I know, right? I'm my boy K Boogie and my play cousin. Yeah, but that's why I think Buffalo beat us. Yeah, they needed to get Buffalo in the mix. Exactly. They need to get Buffalo. And when they were saying that Buffalo really couldn't lose, I said, well, Buffalo not gonna lose another game then. Because they getting Josh Allen, and please believe they getting Josh Allen in the playoffs. There's no Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying? There's no Deshaun Watson. Like, what quarterback in the AFC outside of Josh Allen and Tua? You know what I'm saying? So they had to get their big name QBs in the dance. So, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens once all the fireworks come out, you know, pop out. So y'all think the Eagles done, right? Tyreek Hill playing his old team, McCarthy playing Green Bay. Yeah, I got you, Joe. We finna get into that in a minute. All right, let's get to these topics. All right, so I had a question about the Jameis Winston incident, right? That's what I thought about the Jameis Winston incident. Scoring the Saints scoring the late TD on the Falcons. Game pretty much over with. Jameis Winston lined up victory formation. Excuse me. In the victory formation, like they're gonna take knees and run the clock out, but they hand the ball out, boom, punch it in. What is my take on it? Do I think that was classless? Yeah, I think it was class. Yeah, it was classless. It was classless. But at the same time, these are professional athletes, and you know, all right, look, if you're going to go for it, line up and go for it, right? That's what I did. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. If you're going to be classless, then be classless, right? Line up in the jumbo and let the other team know, hey, we finna go for it. Don't fake like you finna take. That's to me, that's the equivalent of a sucker punch, right? So don't have everybody relaxed thinking you're not finna go for it. And then you go like, nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Kind of remind me of the Detroit Lions trying to cheat, right? So, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna move on. So, for the last time on the Detroit play, right? So what really happened? First of all, it was a legal formation. Before we even hiked the ball, it was a legal formation. So no matter who was eligible, the play wasn't gonna stand, right? So, but past that, the Detroit Lions sent 3 O-linemen to the referee in an attempt to cheat. Ain't no other way to put it. They tried to cheat. So basically, you tried to report 68 as eligible and not have the referees tell the Cowboys that 68 was eligible. That is cheating. That's cheating. That is illegal. That's cheating. Right? So the referee has to announce who's eligible, especially in that case, right? So you basically tried to cheat, and it didn't work, right? So, right? So whatever. So you and those y'all that's saying you mad the Lions, you ain't mad that the Lions got cheated because the Lions didn't get you mad because the Cowboys won. If good officiating was was the real concern for you, you would be mad at the tripping call that was absolutely bogus, because if they don't make that call or they make that call right on the right team, the Lions don't even see the ball again. So you really just mad because the Cowboys won, but you can hate on your mammy because we ain't got time. But yeah, I'm done with that. What we got in this comment section? Yeah, I'm finna get into the games in a minute. We'll get into that, Joe. You know Josh Allen. Yeah. Well, you said it, he could, not me, but he is the golden boy. He could say he's sticking the fork in that's a 7. You know, you on the West Coast though, baby girl. That's probably about 4 my time. That was my issue. My boy Dane said, yeah, that was my issue with it. They should have just lined up. Yeah, just lined up and run a real play. If you're gonna go for it, let them know you're going for it. Like, don't sucker punch them. Defense clipping on the offense right over there. on the offensive game over right there. Yeah, it's over. If they call defensive tripping, which that's what the real call was, we get the ball 1st and 10, like on 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. We taking knees, we running the clock out. Detroit don't even see the ball again. So that's the real call. That's the real call that screwed the game up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Letitia, what's up, baby girl? Well, my boy, he said Stephen A. Man, Stephen A. need to stop. Go on, confess his love for the Cowboys. Stephen A. this morning that Detroit got robbed. How about that tripping call on us? That was Hutchinson. Interception would have ended the game. Yep. The Lions was trying to confuse the refs in the backfield. They were trying to cheat, Joe. They were trying to cheat. You trying to report 6 days eligible and not have the ref tell the Cowboys defense that you were trying to cheat. Ain't no other way to put it. You trying to cheat, and it didn't work. I'm glad it didn't work. So the Madden cursor. Who was on the cover of Madden? K Boogie. All right, so get to all right. So that was my take on the Jameis Winston situation. So I don't know if you guys heard, but a lot of interesting things happened in the coaching ranks today, right? You had, of course, Harbaugh's coming back to they say Harbaugh's coming back to the NFL. You had Nick Saban step down, right? You had Pete Carroll get fired. We all think Pete Carroll got fired. So think Pete Carroll got fired on the day off, and so did Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel got fired on his day off as well. And they said Belichick probably not gonna be back either. Right, so it's gonna be a lot of this coaching carousel gonna be a trip. You got Harbaugh coming back with a plethora of options. Like everybody that has a coaching vacancy wants Harbaugh, right? What I'm afraid of is Pete Carroll stepping down in Seattle and taking a consultant, like advisory role or whatnot, and everybody want Dan Quinn. That's what I'm highly concerned that Dan Quinn is gonna want to go back to Seattle as the head coach, right? And it makes sense. Even though I hate to see Dan Quinn go, it makes sense for Seattle, right? Legendary coach in Pete Carroll, let him step down. Then you bring the guy that built the Legion of Boom back, right? Makes sense. It makes sense, right? So I just, and they say Jerry adjusted his contract. Probably gave him a nice raise, try to keep him here. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I really want Dan Quinn to stay in Dallas. But he's done such an awesome job with this defense. We're not gonna keep him forever. Somebody, he eventually gonna get plucked from us. Boy, you could say Detroit outsmarted themselves. They also got 3 chances to just kick the extra point. Now that's what I'm tripping off. So when they threw the flag because you lined up illegally and tried to cheat, basically, why not just kick the extra point? I honestly think they beat us in overtime. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think if they kick the extra point and go to overtime, I think Detroit wins that game in overtime. I really do. Because they had all the momentum going into overtime. I think they would have beat us in overtime. But now, I'm A-okay with this decision. But I don't understand not kicking the extra point. Because you got your play nullified. You threw a pick. After the pick, they got nullified by the offsides. I'm definitely kicking the extra point. Like, what else you need to see? You're not going to get this 2-point conversion. Like, what else? What else do you, after that second one, what else do you need to see? You're not getting the 2-point conversion. You lined up illegally. They didn't let you do it. You threw a pick, but luckily for you, Michael Parsons was offside. Dude, kick the extra point and go to overtime. Right? But, nah, he wanted to win it right then. All right, so whatever. I thank him for it, though, because they got us a 2 seed. Yeah, you about right, Kush. He the hottest thing. He the hottest candidate right now. Do you really think Dan Quinn wants the Seattle job? He would be facing the 49ers twice a year. But he built the Legion of Boom, though, Joe. So, yeah, I think that's perfect for Quinn and Seattle. I hate to say it, but I really do. I really don't think Quinn leaves before we win the chip. He do. So, and to your point, Kush, hopefully we will finish the deal this year, right? If we can get in there and get the chip, that'll be perfect. Then we can send Quinn off to Seattle, right? All will be right in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, what Chris said, now that we got the ball first. Well, you know what? You may be right, Chris. Because when I said the first thing I thought about is that coin toss, where they had to win that coin toss. Because they really couldn't stop that. That cat got going. That cat got going on them, right? So, I don't know, right? Yeah, so maybe not. But back on, y'all got me all off script in this comment section. Said Dan Quinn has always been a better DC. Yeah, he has been DC than head coach. I think he happy in Dallas. I hope he happy in Dallas, and I hope Jerry, can convince him to stay. Because dude, that defense, man. But without the coaching vacancy, I think it's gonna be interesting to see. I can see Vrabel going back to New England, just like Quinn going back to Seattle makes sense. I think Vrabel taking over for Belichick in New England makes sense, right? Nick Saban just kind of threw me for. I did not see Nick Saban stepping down, and everybody hollering Dion, but I don't think Dion. I don't know who the hell is gonna take over in Alabama. Like that's the job. So I want to see who's gonna take over in Alabama. But I hope we can keep that. I hope we can keep Dan Quinn, man. I really do. I like Quinn. I love what he has brought to this team, right? So I hope we can keep that, but I know we're gonna be able to keep that forever. All right, so let's get into Dak. I'm gonna see what my boy Big Mike got for me. So this is my assessment on Dak. Like I remember I told you after week 5, after San Francisco, I was ready to get rid of Dak. I said, look, we not winning nothing with Dak at QB. Like we're not gonna win nothing with this dude at QB. I was totally disgusted with Dak, right? But since that game, I can't lie, since that game, like, Dak has really elevated his play. Like, he's when, you think Jimbo Fisher going to Bama, K Boogie? My boy, he could say, I love Vrabel. I was surprised he got fired. He did. I think Vrabel deserved another year, another chance. But but Dak though, the throws that Dak has really elevated his play. I did a film breakdown early in the year talking about the slot reads. Dak not seeing the same throws, right? Dak's been making that same throw with regularity. He's just been making a lot of highlights. Like that throw to Tolbert, that touchdown throw to Tolbert was oh my God. Like, for him to throw that ball back shoulder, Tolbert wasn't even going into his break, but he back shoulder up and high and away was only going to be, it's either going to be a touchdown or a completion, right? That's what you want from your QB. Like, throwing guys open, dropping dimes, dropping the ball in the bucket. The touchdown throw to Brandon Cooks was an absolute dime, right? He been hitting Ferg up the seam with absolute dimes all season. So, since the San Francisco game. So, I'm just saying, man, maybe Dak's not a game manager anymore, right? We used to say, hey, Dak, don't wreck the Ferrari, Hey, Dak, just keep it in the middle of the road. Don't drive fast. Don't do too much. Don't wreck the car. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I saw, yeah. Dion's son. Dion's son out of order. Shador said, Shador put the tweet up, our Alabama players tap in. It's dirty, man. How you going? It's dirty. And you know what? A couple of them gonna tap in too. Yeah, Dion gonna gain some players from this. Dion gonna gain some players from this. But back to Dak though. I think we are seeing an evolution. Like right before our eyes, we are seeing Dak evolve into a top tier quarterback. Because if you look, you can't at this point you can't even argue with his numbers. Leading the league in touchdown passes, least interceptions, right? Bottom of the league in interceptions. Right? Not many fumbles. Like he's taking care of the ball and he's putting the ball in the end zone, right? Run game, we don't have a dominating run game. This offense goes as that goes, right? So it was nice to see have a Tony Pollard site in Week 18, but for the most part, it's been Dak's on. It's been Dak, right? And that's why I was so critical of Dak in the beginning of the season, because of the way this offense is. It's on Dak. Dak has to play at a high level. Dak has to elevate himself. He has to elevate the guys around him in order for us to go where we want to be. Right? So Dak is answering the bell. As of now, Dak is answering the bell. If this Dak Prescott shows up in the playoffs, Cowboys gonna be hell for anybody. Anybody. If Dak can keep making that same throw like he is, and the command of the offense that he has, the Cowboys gonna be hell for anybody. Now, the only question I have is, can he take this command of the offense into San Francisco and still be effective? Can this defense, with their newfound toughness in the run game, right? Because they've been doing pretty decent, stopping the run the last couple of weeks. So can they take that into San Francisco, right? So those are the questions I have. But we got to get past Green Bay first. But I think we are witnessing an evolution with Dak Prescott right before our eyes. I really do. I think Dak is taking that step to the next level. But boy, you could say, hold on. Dak and Big Mike have a great relationship, and that's the difference. Yeah, Mike McCarthy is definitely the difference in Dak. I don't recall Dak ever looking this good. Dak is ready. He shattered his own ceiling. That's all we was waiting for. You ain't lying, you could. With Dak balling like this, nobody stopping us. Yeah, we're gonna be a tough out. We're gonna be a tough out, Joe. If Dak can show up like that in the playoffs, we're gonna be a tough out. Nobody can stop us. Dak wasn't playing like this yet when we played the Niners. When we played the Niners, nobody can beat us right now except for us. Yeah, we our own worst enemy. A lot of that was Kellen Moore not being able to use that guy's skill, and we have a fullback in Brandon Cooks. I don't know, cause look, I'm gonna be honest. Since you brought Kellen Moore up, Chris, I'm gonna be honest. I thought we would really see Kellen Moore's vision in LA. For what Kellen Moore wants to do on offense, Justin Herbert was perfect for him. He was perfect for what he wanted to do on offense. And I expect the fireworks in LA. I ain't gonna lie. I said, Justin Herbert, he got the type of quarterback he needs to do what he wants to do. I was expecting fireworks, right? And it was a dud. It was a real dud. I didn't get what I thought I was gonna get. I didn't get what I thought I was gonna get out of the offense in LA, man. It was nah. So which also pushed the rest of the Dak Prescott and Justin Herbert debate as well. Right? Same coordinator. When Dak was running the killing offense, Dak had the number one offense in the league, right? Herbert not so much. And Herbert had weapons. He had weapons, right? So it's not like Herbert didn't have anybody to throw to. Herbert had weapons. Nobody can stop y'all. Have y'all not seen that team in San Francisco? Dude. Yeah, I seen this team in San Francisco. Dane. I saw when we lost to them last year in the playoffs, what did I say? It's all on Dak. Guys were bucket naked on the back end of the playoff game. Just bucket naked, gone. Wide open. In the nude. I'm talking about gone. Right? Dak couldn't get the ball to him. So that's been the difference. Same thing in week 5. Guys open on the back end. Dak not seeing it, Dak not getting the ball to him. Right? So that's been the problem. It's not, I hadn't seen San Fran lock us down yet. It's been the QB hasn't elevated him. The QB hasn't played well enough to take advantage of the opportunities that were presented to him, because there were plenty of opportunities in both games. A 42-10 beat down, there were opportunities on the back end. And the playoff loss last year, there were opportunities on the back end. Right? So I'm just saying, if this Dak shows up and he's the guys like how Michael Gallup was wide open in the playoffs last year, gone, Dak makes that throw this year. From the Dak I'm seeing, he makes that throw. So guys been open in the San Francisco secondary last two, 3 times we played him. I'm just gonna be honest. The QB just hadn't seen him and hadn't got the ball to him. But the way Dak is seeing the field now, I guarantee you, if guys get open like that and his line is holding up halfway decent, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. And now y'all won't stop us, dang. Now y'all won't. But we'll see. Hopefully we get to answer that question. My boy K Boogie said, wish we had a running game though. Against the better teams, we can't be one-dimensional. Yeah, you right about that. Exactly. Kelly Moore to turn Dak into a black Kelly Moore. I'm hoping Kelly Moore comes to Philly and take over. Joe said Philly need to hire Kelly Moore as their offensive coordinator. Man, that'd be great. That'd be great, Joe, if that can happen. What Dame said, I don't want to play y'all. I'm just commenting from the words. Nobody want to see y'all. No, I'm just. So when we say nobody want to see us, we're not saying we're not saying teams are afraid of us, Dame. Because everybody thinks Cowboys are soft. Cowboys just, you punch them in the mouth, they're going to roll over and play dead. Right? But this team a little different, right? I think Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy, let's not forget, Mike McCarthy has been to the mountaintop. He has been to the mountaintop, so he knows what it takes. Dan Quinn has been to the mountaintop. He knows what it takes, right? So I'm just saying, like, and especially that butt whipping San Fran put on us week 5. You think they don't want to? You think they don't want a rematch? Right. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I dude. I'm gonna say this. The San Francisco 49ers do not have a guy on the back end of God CeeDee Lamb. They do not. So, like I said, if this O-line can keep Dak halfway decent, and Dak can do what he's been doing all season, we're tough out for anybody. Anybody in this league, Baltimore included, right? So that's just how I feel. But all right, let me get to these game picks, right? Pick these wild card games that I'm gonna slide on out of here. Plus, this is never a system. This is a newer system. He pretty much got it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's another thing too. We not realize this is a totally new offense, right? And it takes time. But look like Dak has full control of it now. My boy K Boogie said he want all the smoke with the Niners. Yeah, they the dragon. We gotta slay the dragon if we want what's ours, man. We gotta slay the dragon. So and it's always like the good old days, right? It's San Fran in the way again. We got to get past San Fran, right? So, and that's why I had respect for San Fran, because it's always them. What K Boogie said, he told Fred one all the smoke. Hey, K Boogie, did you see the video of Tyler Smith ragdolling Fred Warner in the Week 5 game? Like they kind of got swept on the rug, right? They didn't want to show that. They didn't want to show the Cowboys getting bullied, but they didn't. I saw that clip for the first time maybe like 3 days. I said, wow, Tyler Smith did Fred Warner like that? Yeah, anywho. All right, so let me go to the phone and see what my boy Big Mike got. We're going to pick these games and get on out of here.
What up, Cowboy Ron? What's going on? Man, it's playoff time. And this is Big Mike. And ooh-wee. It's getting ready to be mighty tight, and ain't nobody going down without a fight. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys got the number 2 seed, but we need to make them all bleed. It's the NFC. It's the AFC. And may the best team win. You know what I'm saying, baby? Some playing in the indoors, some playing in the cold. But nothing else matter but the Super Bowl, baby. Well, enough of that. I got some money in my sack. I got some money in my hat. And I'm going all in. So all I need for you is to tell me who's going to win. Come on, Cowboy Ron. Tell me what's going on, baby.
Yeah, I hear you, Big Mike. That's my dog, man. All right, DJ, drop that beat for me. We're going to get into it. Joe, I got you, though. Nah, not that beat, the other beat. So my boy Joe said, you never know, the LA Rams might beat Detroit and they have a good shot at beating the 49ers. Joe, you are preaching. Right? So I'm going to say this and I'm going to get into these games, right? So, if you can recall, the only team that the 49ers didn't beat by double digits were who? The LA Rams. The LA Rams. Everybody else they beat, they smashed. But they squeaked, they got past, it was, they beat the Rams by single digits. Sean McVay knows how to play this team, right? Matthew Stafford is looking really good. Matthew Stafford is almost looking like Super Bowl Matthew Stafford, right? That Baltimore game, man, Matthew Stafford looked amazing in the Baltimore game, even though they lost. But, man, he gave that Baltimore defense all they wanted. He was dropping dimes all on top of their head. You know what I'm saying? So, the Rams are not an easy out right now. And I do not envy the Detroit Lions. I'm straight. I'm cool with what we got. I'm cool with what we got. Because I honestly think the Rams going to be a handful in the playoffs. All right, so first we got my boy Joe say LA Rams are rolling right now. Yeah, 5-1. If we win the Super Bowl this year, can we all agree that Jimmy Johnson curse says, yeah, I'm going to go a step further because if we get to the NFC Championship game, we can all agree that the Jimmy Johnson curse has been lifted. Yeah, because we ain't been to the NFC Championship game. All right, so NFC Championship game for me. Yeah, but we're officially over the hump. We contended for a Super Bowl, which we hadn't done in forever, right? So, Eagles, Bucks, and Tampa. Eagles, Bucks, and Tampa. I have seen nothing, absolutely nothing, from the Philadelphia Eagles, which suggests to me that they are ready to play a playoff game. They look like a hot mess, right? Mike Evans has been balling. Baker Mayfield's been solid, right? So, solid Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, terrible Philly defense. Yeah. I see Mike Evans having a game. I do. I see Mike Evans having a game against his bad secondary. Give me the Bucks at home, man. Give me the Bucks at home. Philly, y'all better hope I'm wrong. Because if y'all want it done, oh my, Philly. Oh my, I'm going to have a ball next Wednesday. Oh man, I'm going to have a ball next Wednesday. Philly, y'all want it done, man. Yeah, so my boy Joe said he got Tampa too. I see you here, Bama, rebel the Niners. All I can say is just win division round. Because y'all losing division round, you know it's over with, right? All right, so which brings me to the next game. Rams line. I think Tampa win by at least 10 2 weeks. Rams Lions in Detroit. I do not trust the Detroit Lions. I told y'all I'm slick scared of the Rams. I am. Kyren Williams, Matt Stafford looking like he ready to win the Super Bowl again. The Rams are not going to be an easy out. Detroit is suspect. Give me the Rams to upset the Lions in Detroit. Packers, Cowboys in Dallas, where they 16-0 last 2 seasons. Who you think I'm picking? Right? So, I think the difference in this game would be Micah Parsons. I think they're going to try to double, triple, or whatever. They're going to do what they're going to do with Micah Parsons. But I think the other guys will eventually take the game over, right? And they're going to eventually have to let Micah Parsons loose. Because they're not going to be able to double and triple Michael Parsons and keep the other guys at bay as well. So I think the other guys will force him to play honest up front. Michael will eventually make a play or two, wreck the game. Cowboys run off a whole bunch to a little, right? My boy Kush said it doesn't get much worse than getting beat by Baker, the faker. Yeah, ask Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh tell you about that. Well, what Bam said, y'all going to have problems with Green Bay. Green Bay got a nice squad, man. They got four nice young receivers, you know. But the defense, they 28. Look, Bam. It's only 32 teams in the league. The Green Bay Packers are number 28 against the run. I'm gonna say that again. The Green Bay Packers are number 28 against the run. We desperately want to get Tony Pollard going. So what you think gonna happen? Right. So if we can get if we get Tony Pollard going in this run game, you have no shot of stopping this offense. In Dallas, you getting 40 hung on you. You getting 40 hung on you. So you getting 40 hung on you. This defense not gonna allow 40 points to Jordan Love. I don't see it. So maybe early Bama, maybe first quarter, maybe they come out like Washington, throwing the kitchen sink at us. You know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of fake punts, trick plays, all that. But eventually you're gonna have to line up and play football, and I think that talent gap is gonna show itself, right? So I think Dallas will pull off from the Packers at some point. My boy DJ Walker said the Browns. He a Brown. Hey, Browns. To me, the Browns are the Rams in the AFC. Like that's the team you really don't want to see in the AFC. Green Bay ain't on the same level. They don't belong. Talk to him, E-Kush. Now, E-Kush, now you see how they on there saying we're going to have problems with Green Bay. Now, as soon as we beat Green Bay 40-18, they're going to say we ain't played nobody. In the playoffs, E-Kush, they're going to say we ain't played nobody in the playoffs. Cowboys giving Green Bay a 40. Yeah, 40 burger with extra cheese. Say we're going to get put sauerkraut on this since they from Milwaukee. You know, make them feel at home. Jordan Love would try to test Bland, and he would pay the price. Yeah. So if, well, you know, Christian Watson towards Bland last year, Aaron Rodgers was there, but Christian Watson got a hamstring, and if you do play, he ain't gonna be all the way. He ain't gonna be quite right. And Bland is not the same Bland. Like, that ain't what you want. That ain't the guy to pick on. Rams by 3 over the Lions. Yeah, I think the Rams gonna get them, man. Nah, the Browns ain't no joke. Browns ain't no joke. All right, so speaking of the Browns versus Texans in Houston, right? Going over to the AFC side of Browns versus Texans in Houston. I do not trust CJ Stroud, the bad boy, don't get me wrong. He should win Rookie of the Year. All that. But that Cleveland Browns defense ain't no joke by no stretch of the imagination, right? They held Joe Burrow to 82-yard passing for the whole entire game, right? So, rookie CJ Stroud, nah, this is going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. I think the Browns baptized the Texans, right? Well, give me the Browns whole bunch to a little in that game. My boy Chris said they've been singing that song since week 1. But here we are in the same boat as everyone. Appreciate Chris. Give me the Browns whole bunch to a little. I don't trust a rookie QB against that defense. I think that defense wrecks the game, take it over. Dolphins, Chiefs. In Kansas City, it's going to be cold as hell. Like 0 degrees, right? Now, I said, man, the Miami boys don't want none of that. Miami boys don't want none of that, man. They don't want to play in no 0 degree weather. And we trying to get the hell out of there, man. Give me the Chiefs, right? So that was my initial thought. But then I'm looking at Bruce Irvin. The Miami Dolphins went and added Bruce Irvin and Justin Houston. Secondary already nice with Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard, right? So I think the Justin Houston and Bruce Irvin addition will kind of offset some of the losses they have. I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's hard for me to pick against the Chiefs at home. It really is, but Tyreek on the mission. I really think Tyreek really. I think we're gonna see a Herculean effort from Tyreek. So with that being said, give me the Dolphins by field goal. But this is contingent upon Tyreek having a monster game. Like Tyreek going for like $130 or something. You know what I'm saying? Just torching guys. So I think Tyreek will probably go off and they'll edge Kansas City at home. Steelers, Bills, and Buffalo. Boy, this gonna be an ass whooping like no other. Pittsburgh, I'm finna have fun with y'all going out the door, my boy. No TJ Watt. They praising, they singing Josh Allen's praises, right? Y'all in the wrong place at the wrong time, Pittsburgh. Y'all were lame duck. Y'all lame duck, man. So give me the Bills whole bunch to a little, right? Don't say they never did nothing for you. All right. My boy Joe said he wouldn't be surprised if Miami win. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I think Miami win. I think Tyreek goes off, but it's really hard for me to pick against the Chiefs at home, man. It really is. But I think Miami. I think Tyreek will be the difference. I think Tyreek plays for Miami and not Kansas City, and I think that'll be the difference in the game. My boy, he could say he going Chiefs because they had a playoff experience. Yeah. Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo for the smash Pittsburgh, man. All right, so that's it for me, y'all. I'm about to slide on out of here. So, next Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully, we'll be celebrating the Cowboys' playoff victory, right? If I ain't mistaken, I think aren't the Cowboys like at the top of the list for most playoff? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure we are, but don't worry about it. Hopefully, next Wednesday I'll be celebrating a playoff win, right? And we'll see. We'll be seeing who's next to come to Dallas. But until then, Mr. Cowboy Nation is challenging you not to be good, but to be great. Go Cowboys.